Hi, welcome to ecopenny. I've seen Shifter's video about designing a street in Canada, so I'm going to have a go at doing my own design for it. So Shifter is a YouTube channel, features Tom from Canada. Most of the videos are about cycling and commuting and bicycle infrastructure and videos like that. So in this video he explains a street in Canada is going to get redesigned by the council. So he just thought, what about getting YouTube viewers to design a new version of this street, changing the parking, changing the car lanes, adding bike lanes, changing pedestrian pavements, all that sort of thing. So I thought, sounds like a cool, fun thing, so I'll have a go at designing the street. There's a certain width between each building that you had, so you can't go any wider. So you're restrained by the space. So it's about 15.2 metres wide. So you've got to do your design in that area. And he actually got over 700 people submitting designs. He expected just a dozen. So it's a really successful video for Shifter. So I thought it was a fun thing to have my own go at designing a street, what I'd put in, and we'll have a look at my design and then have a look at the final design that Shifter showed that the council went with to see how much difference there is. So this is my street design. So Shifter put all of the 700 designs in another video showing basically like a constant slideshow, all the different designs that were submitted. So here's ecopenny's submission here. So you're limited to the building width here, so it's about 15.2 metres across here. You can put in here whatever you want. Some of the designs had just pedestrian access, some of them had just grass, you know, various different things. Some had no parking, some had one-way traffic. This is Canada, so the traffic's going that way on the right, coming towards you on the left. So my design, I've done it equal on each side. So basically I've got about 1.5 metres width of pavement, then about 1 metre bike lane, which is one way coming towards you, about 2.1 metres of parallel car parking here, and then 2.4 metres for each lane, one coming towards you, one going away, another 2.1 metres parking, another 1 metre for the cycle lane, and also 1.5 metres for pedestrians. So I've got cycle use, pedestrians, parked cars and moving cars, trying to keep everything to suit most of the users. There's no good having it just for cyclists or just for pedestrians or just for cars. You need to cater for all the three groups: cars, pedestrians and cyclists, in my opinion anyway. So that was my fairly simple design, trying to keep it simple and trying to cater for all the users. The moving traffic is in the centre, away from the cyclists. Ideally you'd have wider pedestrian and cycle lanes, a barrier in between the parked cars and the pedestrians, so people aren't going to open their doors into cyclists and pedestrians. But basically that's my design I came up with here. Got that finite width. So basically, you know, that's my best compromise. So we'll have a look at what Shifter has put up, what the council went with, and we'll see what differences are to here. This design is done by Street Mix, an online program. You just log in online and you can move all these lanes around, adjust them, add different things. It's a really good, easy program to use, and it's free as well. So that's what we've all used, done our design, and then we've sent them all to Shifter. So this is the design that the area council has gone with. There's Shifter in a follow-up video just explaining all the different things that they went with. So in a way it is similar to my design. So they've gone with cyclists all going in the one section as a two-way cycle lane, coming towards you and away from you. They managed to make the pavement or sidewalk, is what they call in North America, a bit wider. So I don't know if Shifter didn't measure this distance exactly, or somehow they've managed to make it wider in real life. So they've got 1.8 metres wide for the pavement for pedestrians, 2.1 metres for the cars to park, 3.3 metres for the traffic, so it gives a bit more room in the lane for them to flow, and then another 2.1 metres for parking, combined bike lane of 2.7 metres, that's forwards and away, and another 1.8 metres for the pavement. So it's pretty interesting. So my design is not exactly what they came up with, but in the same vein. So it's interesting what the council actually came up with for the Canada Street. So I thought it was a really good fun exercise, and it was fun seeing all the other designs. So if you go, I'll have a link down below for Shifter's video where there's this big 1 hour slideshow showing all the different designs that were sent in. So it's interesting seeing Shifter's summary. So out of all these 700 submissions, 12% didn't have any car lanes at all, just pedestrians and cyclists. 25%, which is a quarter, included bike lanes on just one side of the street. A quarter of them had no bike lanes at all. Half of them, 50%, include bike lanes on both sides of the street, like I did. I was one of that group. 92%, which is almost all of them, included sidewalks or pedestrian pavement on both sides of the street. So most people are in agreement, you need people able to walk on both sides of the street. I hope you found that video interesting about designing a street in Canada. Thanks to Shifter for putting that video up and inviting all the viewers to put in their submission and their design. It was interesting to see what I could come up with, and also how it compared to the city's actual design in Canada that they came up with and implemented. Penny Farthing's back indoors after the Mudgee Classic, having a rest after that 35-kilometre ride. So thanks for watching. See you next time.